When we look at the AFC East currently, the Buffalo Bills are not in first place, nor are they in second place. They are now in third by one win, behind the Dolphins in first and the Jets in second. And the New England Patriots, currently speaking, are sitting in the wild card spot at 5-4. Is there any possibility that the Patriots, the Jets, the Dolphins, and Bills can all make the playoffs? Because that by default will make this the best division in football.
I think it's absolutely realistic, but my only concern is this. I think the Patriots can make a play at it. The Jets have some tough games coming up. They still got to play Buffalo in Buffalo. They still got to play Miami in Miami. And then this week they're going to New England. And Lord knows that's the monkey on their back right now. They can't get it off is beating the New England Patriots. But if Zach Wilson, it's really up to Zach Wilson. If Zach Wilson is going to shine in these next couple of games, then they'll be fine. They'll get in. And so, yeah, it will be possible. 4 teams from the AFC East getting into the postseason. That would be kind of crazy. Who would have thought that going into the season?
No, I don't think 4 teams are going to make it. No, I think the Bills are a lock right now. Miami has a really good shot, even though
Miami's a lock. Get it right.
I was trying to go ahead. Speak on why Miami's a lock. I got to find something real quick, Justin.
Speaking on why Miami's a lock, have you seen their last 4 games with Tua? They're rolling. I mean, Tua's looking like an MVP, but we'll get back to that. We'll get onto that later. But yeah, Miami is rolling, and I actually had a stat since Brandon's not ready yet. I'll read a stat that I saw the other day about Zach Wilson. So my cousin, he reached out to us, and he was like, "Here's some information that nobody asked for." This is a quote. He goes, in 2 games against the Patriots, he says the 3rd game doesn't count because he was injured early in the first half. Zach Wilson has 2 touchdowns and 7 interceptions. In the other 16 games, he's had 11 touchdowns to 9 interceptions. Not great at all, but better than you would think. My cousin says, I quote, "If the Jets beat the Patriots on Sunday, they are winning the division."
Sunday. If the Jets beat the Patriots on Sunday, they're winning the division. No, but what I had here is my updated playoff list for the AFC. So yeah, I just wanted to make sure I don't have Miami making the playoffs. I have them finishing 10-7. I have them finishing 4-4 to end the season. I have the Patriots getting into the playoffs. I don't have the Jets in the playoffs, and I obviously have the Bills in the playoffs. So yeah, if you go over the Dolphins schedule, right, to end the season. I had them beating the Browns, right? That was one of their last games. I have them beating the Texans. Okay. I have them losing to the 49ers. I have them losing to the Chargers. I have them losing to the Bills. Then I have them beating the Packers. I have them losing to the Patriots, and I have them beating the Jets. That's 4-4 to end the season, counting the Browns game, which I had them winning.
This episode is brought to you by our friends at Best Amp. When it comes to sports betting, guys, all of us want to make the most money, want to get the best bang for our buck. And with the Best Amp app, what they'll provide you with is the best odds across the sports betting market. All you have to do is download their completely free app and sign up for any of the variety of sportsbooks out there so that you can give yourself an edge in the game. Be sure to bet like a pro with the Best Amp app. Not only is it free, but it provides so many other perks. Custom betting trackers. If you want to sell any picks, and there's no commission, royalty free. You get the entire cut. Thank you to Best Amp for supporting our show. And as always, let's get back to it.
Reactions?
The Patriots aren't making the playoffs. There's no way. You look at their schedule, they still have to play the Jets one more time. They have the Bills.
What the hell does that have to do with anything?
The Patriots are going to lose 3 of these next division games.
You think we're going to lose to the Jets?
If you don't have 10 wins, if you do not have 10 wins, you're not making the playoffs.
We're beating the Jets. We're beating the Jets. I mean, we're going to get.
I'm not quite sure about that.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure. But this guy who tells me, obviously, Brandon, have you watched football this season? Have you watched football at all? Have you watched Zach Wilson against the Patriots? What
Did you watch Mac Wilson? Did you watch Mac Jones look like Mac Wilson against the Jets? And you want to talk about that. If it weren't for one pick six being called back before halftime, the Patriots are losing that game.
There was a flag on that play. Hold on. If the pick six means nothing when there's a flag on the play. That means nothing, John. You're bringing up a point that means nothing because that play never really happened because there was a flag on the play. What are you talking about? There was a pick six before half. There was until there was a flag. So then that play means nothing.
He's quiet. He doesn't know.
Mac Jones has taken a massive step back this year.
Nobody's debating that. But can you talk about everything else on the Patriots team? The run game is still very good. Okay, our O-line is getting better. Our defense is top 10. Our defense is what makes Zach Wilson play terrible. Do you not see that over
the Jets' defense is probably better than the Patriots' defense. They got top 5 corner in Sauce Gardner, one of the best cornerback number 2s. And get this, the defensive front, Quinn Williams, John Franklin, Myers, and good edge rushers. That defense is only getting better. They're younger.
John, that defense wasn't good enough to beat us. That defense wasn't good enough to beat us, what, 2-3 weeks ago?
John, do those numbers
destructive game in the season?
Do those numbers that I read to you not stick out at all? His numbers against the Patriots? That doesn't bring any caution? That
I think
straight up that he's going to go into New England and beat the Patriots?
I think the defense can get a couple of turnovers. And if they get 2 picks on Mac, which is very well in the possibility, then for Zach, the game's going to be simplified. And if he's shown much development over the last 2 weeks since that Patriots game, if he can just progress and not take a step backward, and it's hard to take a step back from that Patriot game, because that was one of the worst games of football this year. The Jets can easily win that.
That defense did get a turnover on the Patriots in their game.
They can get more.
The problem is that we got 3 turnovers. That's what you're not mentioning. You're just mentioning what Mac can't do, but you're not mentioning what Zach can't do. And you're not mentioning what our running game can do, because our game is not predicated on Mac Jones making great plays. It's predicated on the run and the play action. We're coming off the bye. The Jets are coming off the bye as well. Okay. The Patriots' offense concerns are miscommunication and mistiming between Mac and his receiving core. That's the problem. That can be fixed pretty easily. I shouldn't say easily because nothing's easy in the NFL, but you know what I mean? That can be worked on. That's not something where you're like, oh, we're dead. That can't be fixed. That can't be fixed in the season. We just had it can't be fixed in game, but it can be fixed with the bye week, which we just had. So I'm hoping Mac Jones worked a lot, had a lot of time with his receiving core, his tight end core too. Patricia, hopefully, I mean, Bill Belichick basically called him out in one of the press conference or media scrums where he said, like, because I believe it was Shaq Leonard came out and said that we could basically predict what the Patriots offense was doing. Like, it was very predictable. And then Belichick, I forget the quote, but basically said the same thing. Like, yeah, our offense is being predictable. It's bad and whatever. It's got to be fixed. That's a direct shot at Patricia. Hopefully those things have been addressed and that can be fixed.
And that's why I think this game's more of a toss-up than anything else.
It's not a toss-up when you look at the history of Zach Wilson versus Bill Belichick.
Yeah, forget just Zach Wilson, the Jets in general over the last couple of years.
13 straight losses, Justin.
Yeah.
They haven't beat them in 7 years.
What happened? Yeah.
So I don't see that ending right now. Like Brandon said, both teams are coming off of a bye, but I'd feel way more comfortable if I'm placing my money down on anybody. It's Bill Belichick and his team being more prepared than a Robert Saleh-led team coming off of a bye. It's a home game. Jets ain't walking in there and tearing down the party.
I have bad news for you, my friend.
I have bad news for you. I hope that you don't go out there placing bets on this game because you will just be wasting your money. This is a guarantee in my brain. I'll place a bet on that.
I'm not going to double down on the Jets winning, but I do think it's going to be a close game. And it's going to come down to which quarterback plays better, Zach Wilson or Mac Jones. And quite frankly, neither of them this year have been quite impressive, to the very least. Now, when we look at the Patriots' larger schedule, this is what concerns me. You got the Jets this week. I'd say it's a 50-50 game at home. And then you got the 8-1 Vikings on primetime. I think the Vikings can win that game because they're a better football team. Justin Jefferson is a top 3 receiver in the league. Dalvin Cook is ridiculous. And get this, their defense made timely plays and got 3 turnovers in the last 15 minutes versus Josh Allen, which includes overtime. So I have a lot of faith in that Minnesota team. If there's anywhere you're going to beat them, interior offensive line, secondary can be exposed, and then Kirk Cousins will be the cherry on top. But that Viking team is better than the Patriots. Then next week, you have the Buffalo Bills at home, Thursday night. So that's back-to-back primetime games. Then you have the Cardinals on primetime. Kyler Murray this year has not been great, but I do think they can get things together given how much is at stake for them and the possibility that Cliff Kingsbury could be gone. That could be a prove-it game for them. Next one, Las Vegas, you should win that. Then you
That's
got the
another
Bengals.
primetime game. Sunday
Another
night.
primetime. You guys got 4 straight primetime games. You're not that good. I don't understand why the Patriots are getting so many of them. That's not the point. Then you have the Bengals on Christmas Eve at 1 o'clock. I think that's going to be a great game, but I would favor the Bengals on the road. Then you have the Dolphins at home the following week on New Year's Day, and then you end the season against the Bills. The Bills are probably going to be fighting for the number 1 seed. There's a real chance Josh Allen is playing in that game. And if that's the case, the last 4 weeks of the season, last 5 weeks, get this. You're playing Josh Allen twice, Kyler Murray, Joe Burrow, Tua Tagovailoa, the MVP currently, and then Josh Allen the second time.
Yeah.
In
Yeah,
between,
but
you're playing the Vikings. And
what you're not bringing up about that is the fact that we're playing Kirk Cousins in prime time. We're playing Kyler Murray late in the season where we've seen them fade. We're playing Tua Tagovailoa in New England in January, and I'm guaranteeing it's going to be freaking cold, and there's a possibility it snows. That's all I'm saying there. You're not bringing up those points. And I've said from the beginning of the season, I've maintained it through the season. We're splitting with the Bills. We are. We have a great defense. I mean, you smile at it. They lost to 3 teams, all Josh Allen's fault. Again, we've seen Bill Belichick have Josh Allen struggle before. We've seen Josh Allen go off on Bill Belichick's defense. I'm going to say 50-50. They're going to go 1-1. That's all I'm saying. I don't think that's a crazy. I'm not going out here and saying the Patriots are going to sweep the Bills. I'm not saying that. I might have said that last year before the season,